All right, how we doing, everybody? It is Saturday. We're back again. Who-Bangin Sports Talk. You know, I'm DommyGun Richie. We're going to hit some MLB plays. Not happy with yesterday's results, that's for sure. That should have known better. We had the Troy Tigers. We couldn't ask more for Olsen. 7 innings, I think 8 strikeouts, held the Royals to 1 run. We couldn't expect anything better. Both pitchers just pitched good yesterday. What could we do? 1-0 in the ninth, and we're just looking for the Tigers to get up in the bottom of that ninth at home and at least tie it up and give us a sweat. But nope. What happened is, as we know, the Royals blew for 8 runs in that game. And that's how that went. Then we had the Baltimore Orioles team total over. They didn't show up. My cap was really that Oakland, after playing that Yankees series and winning 2 of those games at good prices, being on the road for a 3rd series, I didn't expect them to come into Baltimore and win that game. Especially, even if I said if they won, I thought there would be a high-scoring game, and that's why I went with the Baltimore team total over. That didn't work. Neither did it work was that Cincinnati team total. It was only 3.5, and they couldn't get it done in Texas. We did have the Twins. We did have the Phillies, and we did have the under in the Washington Nationals game. So we did go a 3-3 day. Actually, 2 and 3 on the video. The Nationals game I tweeted out late, so that wasn't even on the video. So anyway, what do we do when we don't have such a great day? And the day before was good, and the day before that was good, and then Wednesday wasn't good. It was one of those roller coaster weeks. You know how we do it in MLB. But we go right back at it. We don't stop. We keep on rocking and rolling, and we're going to do that today. Starting off with Texas Rangers, -134. That's where I went. Lorenz is pitching against Hunter Green. The Reds just don't seem to back Hunter Green at all. They're 0-5 in Hunter Green's starts. Hunter is off not a good start versus Philly. 7 innings, 4 earned runs. His ERA is 4.55. We know ERAs aren't the tell-all be-all, but just for a quick cap there, Hunter Green has not been pitching up to, which I think he will get better as the year goes, but so far not yet, and we're hoping not today. We'll see what happens. We took the Texas Rangers -134. Just quick, Lorenz, he's pitched well. He had the Braves his last start, 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, but they did have a win in Texas. I think Texas is going to start heating up a little bit. They're going to start hitting the ball a little bit better. They started off a little slow. Typical World Series team the next year, right? Next, we're going to go with another game that we took a loss with yesterday with Baltimore. We're going right back to that Baltimore game. I do think there's runs going to be scored in this game. Sears is off a great start against the Yankees, held them down. We did have the under in that game, but as I talked about yesterday, the Yankees and against lefties is keep your eye on that because I've been doing pretty well with those unders with the Yankees. When Yankees are facing a lefty, so just keep that in mind. But today, I took Baltimore. Irwin is pitching. Sears is pitching. I don't think Sears is going to back up this performance like he did with the last one. Overall, he has not pitched great. His numbers are a little bit all over the place. Let's see what we can find out. Sears has 1-1, 3.38 ERA, 1.05 WHIP. Overall, his last 3 starts were good. But I can't see him. He does give up. He has been giving up some walks. I just don't see him continuing. He had 7 strikeouts in that game last against the Yankees. His couple starts before that, though, he didn't have many strikeouts. I just think he's kind of an up and down pitcher. He's ranked in the second half of the starting pitches. He's not ranked great. Cole Irwin is no great shakes either. He's another one. So far, he has a 4.65 ERA, 1.45 WHIP. I really look into WHIP a lot more than ERA. That's definitely not a good sign. Last 3, 1.35 WHIP, 10 Ks to 2 home runs. So I can see some runs today. I don't think it's hard to keep the Baltimore bats quiet. Oakland's pen isn't bad at all. They're actually ranked better than the Baltimore's pen. But the Orioles have done well late in games and have done well against a bunch of good pens so far this year. So we're going to go right back to it, like I said, and we're taking the over 8. What was the price I got? Was minus 122. Next game I am on is this Nationals. Nationals, we did have the under yesterday, like I said, but the Nationals were a good play yesterday. I seen a couple people that we follow, a couple friends of ours that had the Nationals yesterday. That was a nice win for them. Today, today I took them plus 116, and and the reason why, first of all, Parker. The kid, I know he's young. He has 2 starts, one against the Dodgers, one against the Astros. Yes, the Astros haven't been the Astros. Their pitching hasn't really held up. But they hit the ball still. They've always been notoriously a good hitting team versus lefties. But he held them down his last start. 7 innings, 8 strikeouts. So against the Astros, his last, like I said, he's pitched against the Dodgers so far and the Astros. Now he has the Marlins, who are the worst team, worse than the White Sox versus lefties in OPS and ISO. Marlins are the worst team, and the Nats do hit righties. On the other end of that, Cabrera, a righty who was a good pitcher. Cabrera is probably one of their lone bright spots on this team, but he hasn't pitched a lot yet this year. I think when did he go 11 innings so far? Parker, Cabrera, last 3 starts, 11 innings, 3.27 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, but 17 Ks. So Cabrera is at their lone spot, but I don't think that Miami could, have the bats to win this game. I like there's a plus price on the Nats, plus 116. It opened up a little higher. But what I also did in this game is I took the under first 5, under 4.5. It opened, I seen it at 130. When I took it, it was 133. And now I see it's 135. I wouldn't really go over 135, but if you could catch the 135, I would recommend it still. Like I said, over that, I really wouldn't. So that was the other game I'm on. One more game I'm on. I'll just give you 2 leans after that. One more game I am on is Boston Red Sox. I like the Red Sox today. It's unbelievable how team ERA is the top in the league. To me, that's pretty amazing. And as far as their pen is concerned, let's see where their pen ranks. Besides that, Boston, they've won a bunch of games. They've been up and down, right? They're playing almost 500 ball. They're pretty close to that. I forgot what their record is. It's not right in front of me right now. But they were getting hurt. They got hurt. A few batters got hurt. Devers was out. He came back. I think O'Neal's still out. I forget if that's a season-ending injury or not. I forget. But I know Devers did come back on, not yesterday, the day before, on Thursday. So that helped. That's only going to help the lineup. I like Boston today. I got them at a plus price. Try saying that 5 times fast. Minus 102. I'm sorry. I thought it was plus 102. No, it's minus 102. But I took Boston. The Cubs are going to throw a pen game, number 1. So I didn't even know who's going to start yet for the Cubs. They had nobody listed when I was doing this cap. Wojciechowski is pitching for Boston. His last start, 3 innings, 2.7 ERA with an 0.9 WHIP in that game. He's only pitched 2 games. He's 1-1 with a 1.80 WHIP. So his first game he got tagged. The second game he didn't. I like the Boston Red Sox today. I think they got the better team, the better offense, the better pitcher, I might be some runs scored in this game too, but I like I said, I just took Boston. So let me just tell you the games I'm on quick again. That's the Nats plus 116 and the under 4.5. Baltimore over 8. Texas Rangers minus 134, Boston minus 102. So those are the games I'm on. I do have a lean for you with the Yankees team total over 4.5. minus 106. Yankees on the road seem to play a little better than they do at home. Ross is pitching, and he walks a lot of batters. And if you're going to put the Yankees on base, with walks, that doesn't not a good recipe. Let's put it that way. So I do like the Yankees today to put up some runs over 4.5. Another. I got to look at the strikeout prop for Kirby. I thought he was going to pitch yesterday. He pitches deep, man. He's somebody that we really liked last year. We really backed him a lot last year. And someone we're looking to back again this year. I thought he was going to have the start yesterday, and he didn't. And it kept me off that game. But I do like him today. And he, I do like Kirby today pitching against Arizona. I did not have a pitcher listed for Arizona at the time. Let me see if I can see if they have one now listed. So that's a pretty interesting game. Another interesting game is this Met game. Adrian Hauser, his last time he pitched, he did start out good. He had 4 good innings. He held the Dodgers down in that game. He had 4 good innings, and then 5th inning came, and all hell broke loose. Now today, the Mets are and his opponent is Sonny Gray, who's pitched well this year. Cardinals don't have the greatest bats, but I do think they could get to Adrian Hauser. Their team total over, I wouldn't be really mad at you for taking. I don't know if listen, the Mets are streaky. We know that. Mets at home do hit good. They are hitting righties pretty good so far this year. I can see them getting a couple runs. This 7.5 might be a little low. The weather, there's no wind outside as I'm looking out my window, being only maybe 7 miles east of Citi Field. So, but let me just check the weather quick to see if there's any issues with that game. But I don't think there will be. It's a 4:05 start. I like the over 7.5 in that game. Citi Field, yeah, wind blowing straight out between center and left, 14 miles an hour. I talk a lot about being concerned about wind around 15 miles an hour. So 14 helps. A little push out there helps. That adds a little bit to that. So I wouldn't mind that. So that's a lean. I might get to it later. We'll see how it goes. But that over 7.5 is a lean, and that Yankee team total over is a lean. So that's where I'm at today, guys. I appreciate you coming in. We're gonna keep out of here. You know how Major League Baseball is. It's not your daily number. It's that weekly and that monthly number, right? I talked about before if we could just make a quarter unit a day, a third of a unit a day, and 3-4 units a week, 10, 12 units a month. Hell, that's a lot of units at the end of the year, right? So, of course, depending on price, ROI, things like that. But still, in general, you get my meaning, you get my drift. You don't have to get it all at once. So, we will be back tomorrow with our usual Sunday live free-for-all. We kind of cap as we go in that show, too, a little bit. But Big Ragu 62 will be joining me again like last week. And we also have a special guest tomorrow, his first appearance for this year. Last year, we did a bunch of shows together, and we did pretty good work together, and that is Moose Money Bets. So he'll be joining us tomorrow. One of the old school low baggers will be with us tomorrow on Who-Bangin Sports, and that'll be at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Light it up, and that's where we're at. DommyGun Richie here for a Saturday. Let's get home some of these plays today. Thanks for watching.